you for joining me in this lovely video on this lovely night of March 1st, 2017. And I would just like to say that this video goes out to Ice Mountain. The reason why this goes out to Ice Mountain is because this is like a fucking quart of water. Look at how much I've drank already. Like, I've never drank this much water in my life. I know it's bad, like you're supposed to drink water like one of these like a day, if not more than that. But I'm just kind of like a cat. Like, I don't get thirsty. I just don't drink. But yeah, this water has made me feel so good. Being hydrated makes you feel awesome. It gives you energy. It gives you motivation. And I don't know, like water can cure stuff. Like, it can't cure schizoaffective or bipolar, but it can make your mind more clear and more sharp. So what I would just like to say for this video is that you should drink more water. Everyone should drink more water. Anyways, the other thing that I would like to say for this video is I would like to give a huge shout out to the YouTuber Tripolar Troy. He is incredible. I love this guy. He makes the funniest, most entertaining, great fucking, just all around awesome quality, by the way. Like, his production is completely on point. He makes the greatest videos. Like, the first video of his that I watched, I was just hooked, like, right on after that. So I couldn't stop watching him. And his stories will just, like, make you just flip your shit because they are so damn good and so damn entertaining. And he's just a ball of fun. I love him so much. Big shout out to Tripolar Troy. I will link his channel down below, and I highly recommend that you mosey on over there and check him out. So yeah. Also, an announcement that I would like to make is I got my Class E driver's license. Oh my god, I passed the test. I am so excited. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. A lot of the questions were just regular driver's test questions, and they didn't like relate to all those heights and weight requirements and stuff that I had to memorize. So I spent a lot of time memorizing all that stuff, but the actual test was like, what do you do if someone runs a red light? Or, I don't know, what do you do when you stop at a red light and there is a double or a single white line? Like, do you stop in front of it? Or do you rush through the light? Or, I don't know. It's like common sense though, you guys. Like, if you have to get a Class E license, now mine was specific for my state, of course, but I imagine they're about all the same everywhere as far as difficulty of doing the test goes. So if you guys ever have to get a Class E chauffeur's license, do not sweat it. Like, just kind of glance through the Class E chapter of the driving manual book and get some of those numbers in your head. There were only like 5 out of 25 questions that related to that chapter of the book. So, and you can miss 5 questions out of 25 to pass the test. And it really wasn't that bad at all. Like, I am so happy that I passed it on my first try and was able to do it. Like, I sort of just winged it. Like, I don't know, I just did. If you're used to driving and you know kind of the rules and regulations of the road, then you'll do fine. So, yeah, pretty cool. Anyways, another weird experience that I had that I would like to talk about is related to Latuda. Latuda. So I take 160 milligrams of Latuda, but Latuda you were supposed to take with food. You were supposed to take it with 350 calories of food for it to be fully absorbed into your body. And I do not take it with food because I took Latuda about a year ago and it made me so painfully exhausted. I would take Latuda with dinner at dinner time, and then like 2 to 3 hours later I would just be painfully exhausted. I would be like sitting up and like nodding off and just I couldn't stay awake. Like, I was out at an event one time, and I was like, you guys, you gotta take me home. I gotta go to bed. I can't stay awake. It is killing me. So I switched from Latuda to Rexulti, and then I went back on Latuda. And this go around of being on Latuda, I told my doctor, look, I can't deal with that side effect again of being so painfully exhausted. So he was like, okay, how about this? I will bump your dose of Latuda up pretty high, so that way if you're not absorbing all of it, then that's okay, because the dose is a lot higher than I would put you on if you were absorbing it. So that is what we did. And I'm on 160 milligrams of Latuda. I absorb, I guess, somewhere between 80 to 120 milligrams of that, not taking it with food. So that's what my body's used to, 80 to 120 milligrams. And yesterday I took Latuda right after I ate, because the thing is, if you take Latuda too early on, or no, I'm sorry, if you take Latuda, what am I saying? Start over. If you take Latuda on an empty stomach, it causes nausea, and it causes pretty intense nausea that'll last. You might throw up, or you might just have a nauseous feeling for a good hour or so. But, so I wanted to take Latuda right after I ate, because I ate early in the day. I ate at like 6 o'clock. I don't take Latuda until like 11 o'clock. So that would have been too many hours for me to have an empty stomach, not having any food at all, so I would get nauseous. So I decided, well, I'm eating early, so it's going to be too many hours before I take Latuda at bedtime that I'm going to get nauseous. So how about I take Latuda right after I eat, and let's see if that prevents the nausea. So I did that. I took Latuda, and it made me crazy. Like, if you watched my Risperdal video, I had similar symptoms to that. I had a increased heart rate, but it wasn't a delusion like Risperdal. It was actually an increased heart rate. And I had shortness of breath. I had my senses were like amplified, and like I couldn't sit still. Like, I was just like shaking and like trembling, and it was just an awful feeling. So I like Benadryl and melatonined myself to sleep, so that made me pass out luckily. But just like sitting on the couch or lying in bed with all of these sensations going on and just trembling and heart racing, it was bad. So basically I overdosed on Latuda, because my body absorbed the 160 milligrams instead of absorbing half of that like it usually does. So yeah, if you take Latuda without food and you're on a higher dose like I am to compensate for that, then keep taking your Latuda without food. Do not take it with food, because then you'll be taking a much fucking higher dose and lose your shit like I did. So don't do that. Bad idea. So yeah, that was my Latuda experience, and it was not fun. But anyways, so I went to the bookstore tonight, and I picked up this book, which is just like a good feel-good book. It's called Dewey, and it's about a library cat. Dewey, isn't that a cute name for a library cat? But yeah, so I really like cats. You guys know that. I'm a huge cat lover. But I thought this would be like a good feel-good book, because I read a lot of mental health books, like reference books, and some memoirs as well. But they get kind of draining and they get kind of exhausting after a while, and you just need to read a feel-good book. So I picked up Dewey. I read the cat memoir, Homer's Odyssey, which is about a blind wonder cat. He actually saves the owner at one point in the book. But it's just really cool. That's a really cool book, really good. So I wanted to pick up another cat memoir, and I saw Dewey. It's a New York Times bestseller, so it's gotta be decent, right? So, yeah, I recommend maybe checking that out. See if your library has it. Get it for free. Don't pay $6 like I did when I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. But whatever. I'm sure I probably will like it. So that concludes this video, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching, and please subscribe to me if you have not already. And have a lovely night. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.